Hey guys, today's video, we got Dre. He has his 370Z over here, and he's going to be putting on some, intake tubing lines. Well, not the vacuum lines, but what do you call them, like the post?
Yeah, post-mass airflow.
There we go, post-mass airflow sensor intakes. And then he also got some springs that's already on the shocks, which is going to be pretty cool. So what, that should be dropping the car by like an inch, inch and a half, Dre?
Yeah, I think an inch and a half.
So that is it. Some pretty easy stuff for today. So Dre had to get his strut tower bar out of the way to give access to the tubes, to the intake piping.
Nice.
Yeah, so Dre's getting that vacuum line to the valve cover. So there's two ones. There's one that looks like a question mark. That's most likely going to go on the passenger side. The other one looks like two L's on top of each other. We think that's going to go on the driver's side. So Dre got it hooked up to the valve cover, and now
this is
getting it in. I mean, you think that's longer than the stock one?
It might be a little bit longer.
Oh, hey, wait. Guys, this is a trick that you guys need to do. So when we're putting together the BMW with all the piping for the intercooler, just get some like WD-40 or something and spray the inside of that. It sounds pretty stupid, but just that small amount of lubrication will make it go by 10 times easier.
It's actually hot.
I know, man. This is like, what, 60, like mid to high 60s today?
Yeah.
It's already getting warm out.
Yep.
So we got these on. I didn't help Jay out too much with those. I was getting them in a bind, but he got a way to put them on. So what he did was he took out the air box, got the part of the piping on the throttle body with the air box out. He put it on and then just stabbed it in. So right there is a comparison, OEM, aftermarket, and then one of them has like a little resonator thing. So I wonder if you're going to be hearing your intake a little bit better now.
I don't know. I'm curious to see.
So next up is going to be the fucking springs, but we might stop and get a drink.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
So Dre, so what kind of like horsepower or performance gains are you going to get with your new intakes? Intake piping, because what you got, K&N filters, right?
Yeah, the K&N drop-ins. There we go. Yeah, when you pair it with these K&N drop-ins, you're only a few horsepower shy of, maybe 2 or 3 horsepower shy of still engine 3s, which are the most popular intake systems for these cars.
Okay, and like, so
it's half the price.
Okay, damn. Okay, that's pretty good. Half the price.
Yeah.
Because I know, like on Mustangs and shit, intake systems are like, God, it could be like $300 to $600 to whatever.
Well, the intakes on the 370 are actually designed really well because it feeds from here.
Kind of like its own little ram air.
Ram air system, pretty much. So you don't really have to have a fancy intake system to get power with these cars, at least.
Nice. Yo, look at Dre. Itasha. What, dude? I'm fucking happy, man. He's look at mine. I'm fucking Itasha out this little bitch. Itasha. Don't be fucking weaving on me. Okay, we just started on the process of getting the stock shocks and springs off. So what we kind of learned is get this disconnected up top, because this will come out. It's supported by its own weight, or kind of at a linking point down below. So that will give you a lot more room to get some of the bolts off of, what is it, like the control arm, I assume?
Yeah.
So that definitely helps, man. Okay, so Dre got that off. Okay, so again, tip is take this bolt off so this can kind of come forward. There's going to be 2 bolts right here. You take those out along with that one, and that holds this little bracket. You need to keep that, it holds that bracket in, and basically it secures that side of the control arm because the shock comes in. So Dre was saying that this nut is called the Godzilla nut. It wasn't too bad to get off. We bust it loose, and then we used a hammer to push it in, but it wouldn't go out any more than that, right? Because the sway bar was preventing it. So what Dre did, he just got a rubber mallet and he pushed, or he hammered the shock or strut, whatever the fuck you want to call it, towards the back end of the car and just popped out. Obviously, he got the 3 bolts done right up here, so it just came out pretty easily. Not too bad. Okay, that's aftermarket, and this is the OEM that came with it. So yeah, it does look a little bit shorter.
Before I can finish this side, we're gonna have to finish that one.
This one?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because I need the jack to jack that back up.
That's fine. Okay, check this. Make sure we're good. We're not missing anything. Okay, so let's try to remember. So what we had a problem with was obviously getting the strut on, golly, sorry for the poor lining, but this bolt that connects to the sway bar. So what we did was we took out this like little wishbone, okay? So that would give us room to kind of pivot the top of the, like this spring coilover. I'm just gonna call it coilover from now on, okay? So we did that. Next thing, so that bolt, we had it all the way in, flush, where the sway bar is flush to the control arm, and then we still couldn't get it on because there was interference with the hub or the ball of the shock, this part right here, with the control arm. So what we did was we tapped that bolt to the sway bar all the way out as much as we could, and then we were able to fit that on for the most part. And that was the big chore. And then Dre, he had to finagle the top of it to line up, and that was really it. So mainly it was that fucking problem was the main bitch. So okay, take a look at it, Dre, make sure we're good, and then you can I don't know, drop it down if you need to.
We're good. I can put the wheel back on this one and we'll jack up. We have to jack up the back part to get that spring in there so I can bolt it in.
So hopefully the next side, because this probably took us, what, like 45 minutes at a minimum, maybe an hour. So next side should be 10 times easier.
Yeah, now that we got
fingers crossed. Yeah.
It's gravy.
Okay, so Ryan came in clutch. You got some fat ass impacts. Okay, so he definitely gave us a lot of advice that we definitely fucked up on.
Yeah.
So he said that if we jack the front up, we wouldn't be fighting the sway bar as much since there's not going to be tension on it. And then another thing he caught that we fucked up on was the shocks that we got, or that they got, already had the nut on them. So basically we had a nut inside, so there was like a big ass gap. So, yeah. Ryan definitely saved the day on this
Basically, I'm working with a bunch of idiots.
Damn. Why gotta call us out like that, Ryan?
Yeah, we just work. We don't work on cars all the time, right?
Yeah, Ryan, jeez. Okay, we're at RS. We got it done. Ryan definitely helped out and made this thing go a lot faster. It's a bit loud at RS for power washing, making the plates look clean, but looks really good, man. Looks really good. Dre's gonna get some spacers for the front to get a little bit better fitment. Back is still settling in. It looks good. It looks really good. Not bad, man. I feel like it really does look good. It's gonna look amazing once it gets that spacer in. Alright guys, that's it for the video. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Post up in the comments what you think Dre needs to do on the next mod for the Z. He says he's gonna deck the fuck out of it, but I'll believe it when I see it, man. He might get some boost later down the road. So we'll catch you guys later.